तो सर आपने 10 ईयर ऑलरेडी काम किया, फॉर्च्यून 500 कंपनीज में काम किया आपने, फिर आप यूएस भी रहे आई गेस, देन इस्कॉन कम्युनिटी के साथ आपने थोड़ा सा काम किया, इंडिया लौटे, क्यों?
I've been in IT industry for 25 years.
25
Years.
IT इंडस्ट्री।
Yes. 25 years. One thing I really saw in ISKCON that is lacking is that there is no structure. There's a lot of confusion. The first question to onboard any organization we ask is, what is the purpose of your organization?
आपसे किस तरह के लोग जुड़ सकते हैं सर?
So 3 types of people. Don't rely your whole, don't keep all people in a rented places. Start owning your data and your databases in your systems. In the org tree, everything happens. Communication happens, collaboration happens, works can be given, A to Z can happen in this org tree. I can launch a marketplace for ad agencies to you with a very little as 50,000 rupees per month subscription, right? You can bring in all the ad agencies in India into that marketplace. I can launch it in 2 months.
श्री परमा योगी जी, नमस्कार, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है द फाउंडर्स ड्रीम में।
Thank you.
सबके सपने होते हैं सर, सब अपने सपनों को ही जी रहे होते हैं। आपने भी एक सपना बनाया है, क्या है वो सपना सर? वहाँ से शुरुआत करते हैं इस पॉडकास्ट की और आगे बढ़ते हैं।
मेरा सपना है, मेरा गुरु का सपना है। In spiritual life, 90% depends on the blessings from the parampara. In fact, in Gita, Krishna says, Chaturvida bhajante mam jana sukritino arjuna. Sukritino means they are very pious people, but there are 4 types of them. Artho means those who are artha. You see, arthanada we say, those who are distressed. Artharthi means artha is money, those who are desire of wealth. Jignashi means inquisitive. They're very inquisitive. They want to know about God and spiritual powers. Then Jnani Shabaratarshapa. Jnani, he says, is the best. Those who realized and they want to know about God, he is the best. Among Jnanis, those who actually try to sincerely follow a spiritual path, nobody knows this, that spiritual life is nothing but getting the blessings from Guru Parampara and living for your Guru's instructions.
ऐसे बहुत कम लोग होते हैं सर जो गुरु शिष्य की परंपरा को निभाते हैं। मैं तो क्या पढ़ा लिखा हूँ सर, मतलब कॉलेज की डिग्रीज तो ले ली है, बट जैसे मैं गीता में मैंने तो सिर्फ एक ही काम सीख लिया, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता है, मुझे सिर्फ एक लाइन पता है और पूरा श्लोक भी नहीं पता है। और मैं एक ही बात बोलता हूँ कि काम भी अगर देना है ना तो भगवान ही दे रहे हैं आपको काम है। और कर्मण्येवाधिका रस्ते, इसके आगे का श्लोक ना तो मुझे पता है ना मुझे जानना है। जो भगवान ने मुझे काम दिया है मैं उसको ईमानदारी से कर लूंगा, उससे ज़्यादा मेरे हाथ में कुछ है नहीं।
Excellent.
तो विदाउट टेंशन फ्री होए एक ही काम बस करते जाओ।
Yes. And the good news for you, Krishna is saying this is superior than Jnana Yoga and Buddhi Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. In fact, Arjuna questions him, there are so many yogas, tell me exactly which is superior, which is. And then he starts from top to bottom. And then suddenly he starts from bottom to top. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat, he says. Acquiring knowledge is okay, it's good, but that's in the bottom. Jnana dhyanam vishishyate. Better than that is dhyana. Only when you get jnana, you can do dhyana. Correct. Dhyana karma phalatyagaha. Then better than that is karma phalatyagaha. You do your work and the results, you give it for CSR. Right? Don't be attached to your results. Just do your work and be attached to your work. This is very superior. This is in fact third from the bottom up. Congratulations that you're doing. And the thing that is much higher than that is like you have to develop some more devotion and love towards God. That's the only difference. Even Bhakti Yoga, the highest yoga system, there is work. Everybody has to work.
सही बात है। कर्म के मतलब काम के बिना तो कोई जी भी नहीं सकता ना। कोई दुनिया में ऐसा कोई आदमी नहीं होगा जिसने बोला होगा कि आई एम नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग।
करेक्ट। नहीं कक्षिक्षणम अपि जातु तिष्ठति कर्म. Even for a second, people can't be away from the work. कार्यते ही अवश्य कर्म प्रकृति जाएगा. You have to keep working according to your consciousness and energies.
तो सर आपने 10 ईयर ऑलरेडी काम किया, फॉर्च्यून 500 कंपनीज में काम किया आपने, फिर आप यूएस भी रहे आई गेस, देन इस्कॉन कम्युनिटी के साथ आपने थोड़ा सा काम किया, इंडिया लौटे, क्यों?
In fact, I've been in IT industry for 25 years.
25 years.
Years.
IT industry.
Yes. 25 years.
Oh.
And 26 years serving in ISKCON as a devotee, as a leader. So when I went to US, even the way I went to US is because somebody told me about how nice this community in New Jersey is. In the train journey to Mayapur, devotees from New Jersey were talking how the devotees in New Jersey is amazing. I was developed, you call this law of attraction. It happens in the Bhakti also. I ended up in New Jersey, New York on my job, Deutsche Bank. And I became very active member in this community, preaching Gita, all of that stuff. But like I said, spiritual life is all about parampara.
Mm.
But Prabhupada, he followed his guru's order. When he first met his guru, he said, "You look like an educated person. Why don't you give this knowledge to the rest of the world?" Then he wrote a letter to his guru. He repeated the same thing. So at 70 years old, he took a cargo ship. He begged one lady for a ticket, free ticket. He carried only 40 rupees and a trunk of books and a typewriter. He followed his guru's order and look what he created. It's called worldwide movement, right? And then my guru met Prabhupada in America. That time ISKCON was branded as a hippie movement.
Okay.
Because he was sitting in the park and doing kirtan. Only hippies used to surround him. But he transformed them and made them devotees. Sent a couple to London and they met George Harrison. That's how the movement spread.
Right.
But when he was transforming such people, he met this young Indian PhD student who's Dr. T.D. Singh. And he told him in the first meeting, look, you guys have come here like beggars, begging dollars and money and jobs. I've come here to give them something very valuable. Why don't you help me? Because my guru was already born in this Gaudiya Vaishnava family. And whole Manipur was actually Gaudiya Vaishnava state before. He immediately accepted the proposal. And then from then on, my guru started working towards synthesizing science and religion. This was the instruction given to him. So I started helping my guru also in these areas sometime, arranging conferences for him, Nobel Laureates conferences. Then I asked my guru, look, I am not a scientist, Maharaj, so how can I participate in this mission of yours? He said, look, you may not be a scientist. In essence, what Prabhupada told me is influence the influencers.
Correct.
Because in Gita, there is a verse called Yad Yaj Acharati Shrestha Tat Tad Devo Tarojana. Sayad Pramanam Kurute Lokas Tadanuvarthe. Whatever the leaders do, others follow. Whatever example they set, others take it as correct, as a science. He said, you can influence any influencer. You can be a politician, you can be any celebrity, So if you increase the values of a leader to 1%, look at the followers. Correct. The entire world will be affected if you start focusing on the leaders.
Right.
Then after my guru left his body, I was thinking, how do I do this? Leaders are so busy to catch them, right? They don't even give time to their own family and children. How do I catch them? So this was my thinking. Then I thought maybe I was passionate for scenic areas. So maybe I'll do a retreat center.
Correct.
Dedicated for leaders. That's when I realized, so I'll move to India, started buying lands near Nandi Hills. And to manifest this vision, slowly you have to start, right? But then I realized I did a lot of mistakes. First time working in India without the real estate lawyer legal background, a lot of people cheated me.
But आपको farm project आपने start किया था.
So that was the first step.
The
goal is to make a retreat center, correct? But it got stuck because because in US I also did something like this to like a PG houses. I saw 50 tenants, engaging them into Bhakti, and they're all with that confidence. I came in India first time on the ground. A lot of land mafia.
Land mafia में आप फंस गए Bengaluru में.
Yes. Agents are mafia. Farmers are also. I used to love farmers. I used to believe them, and they all put talkie to you. And a lot of litigation. Then I had to pause it. I went through financial crisis, personal crisis. Shit. Yeah. So that's one of the reason I moved to India to start this. The second reason, to be close to my parents and also give children the opportunity to grow in India. I love India, of course.
Wow, sir. ये soul car project भी क्या है सर ये?
So basically then after coming back to India, after getting stuck in this farm, right, I went back to IT, into my AI career, right? But then I'm getting good salary. I went up to 1 CR packages in the corporate world, managing hundreds of people. But then back of my heart is like, okay, how do I fulfill my guru's order? How do I influence the influencers, right? So along with that, in ISKCON, there are two things. One is my guru's order. Second thing is, okay, of course, I'm a kirtanier, a teacher, but all of that. One thing I really saw in ISKCON that is lacking is that there is no structure, basically, right? There's a lot of confusion because, we, just like any organization, there needs to be a structure, right? So we bring in people, let's say there is a home program in ISKCON called Bhakti Vriksha. It's called the devotion tree. So through that, a lot of people become devotees, not through a temple project, not through Sunday feast, not through Rath Yatras. So that was my vision, that I will map this entire devotion tree from the founder of Gaudiya Vaishnava mission, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 540 years back, till present day, how everyone is mapped in this tree. Plus, I saw a need genuinely, right? Like I said, I was very popular in New Jersey because of my tenants and my kirtans and all that. But I was not given a choice to follow my mentor that I really love to be under. So such formal structures won't be there.
Okay.
Somebody suddenly wants you, like, you come to my, you do this, right? So I thought it'll be nice to have a connection-based mentorship.
Correct.
You really like this mentor, you want to associate with him. He accepts you, then, right? That's where it started first. Then I also read Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, where beautiful tree of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is explained. So I actually wanted to digitally visualize that tree. This was always in my head. So, chalo, I failed in the farm, but I started working on this. How do I make a digital trees?
Correct.
But then not with such a conviction. Then actually what happened is, in one of my best jobs I had in Hyderabad, this was a company, MNC company. The founder of the company came to India, right? I was looking forward for his association. And then in a big meeting, he was actually targeting my boss. A lot of people were there, like hundreds of people. Then I wanted to defend my boss. Unintentionally, I offended him. Right? Then I got my message indirectly that better to resign. So I resigned my job, protecting my boss. Then, okay, chalo. Then I started working in this tree, because this is my deep in my thing, right? AI and tree. My thinking was, look, today's AI generation, everybody's talking about AI. But look at this organization like ISKCON or any large organization, spiritual, social organization. They don't even have data.
Correct.
Data is the first step to do AI. Without structured data, you can't do any AI and get your organization intelligence and utilize AI for your spiritual benefits.
तो क्या ISKCON भी पूरा unorganized है अंदर से?
Completely unorganized. Tell me, in ISKCON, anybody has the data of anybody in Excel sheets? Is there any database? No. 1970s में ISKCON, we did something called PAMO, email network, and that was the last innovation. Since then, social media spoiled us. Social media came where we're happy using Instagrams and YouTubes and a simple website. Website to 5,000 mein you can launch kar sakte. So people are surviving, right? And take my example. Okay, we'll come to it later. So even to do this is difficult. It took me 3 years to come to where I am.
Correct.
3 years, average, I'm spending 10 lakhs a month with the salaries. How much I would have spent? More than 4 years. So it's not easy.
Correct.
So what I'm saying. So the soul car came in when I lost my job. I had to resign my job. Started working on this product.
Soul car.
No, the organization tree prototypes I was doing.
Organization Orbit.
Yes, no, Org Orbit has not started yet.
Right?
So basically, I wanted to do organizational structure, how to crack this, how to use it for ISKCON. That's a small project, side project. But Soul Car, what helped me realize is like, okay, I started the self-drive car rental. Within 3 months, I went to 6, 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs turnover per month, right? But you can't operate it without a mobile app. See, I get a lot of leads from Just Dial, let's say. Like, I have 5, 6 employees. As a founder, I don't know who the customer is. And you miss a call, they'll take the car from somebody else. Okay. So this realization made me understand, if I can't scale a small business, look how these organizations are surviving like ISKCON without owning a data, without a systems, without structure. You can't scale, right? Just like how businesses are passionate about making money, all the spiritual religious organizations are compassionate to help people in what they know. So that actually helped me reduce that. Now I started focusing less on cars. Now it's completely closed, focusing more on this product. Initially, the product I wanted to make is just to help some people achieve goals, because that was what I was doing. And then I started a YouTube channel where I got 20,000 subscribers very quickly. But then I realized, whether it's YouTube or Instagram or anything, right? They will use stats on your content.
Correct.
They won't give stats on your followers.
Correct.
Where your follower is, where you want to go, what does he mean, or they won't tell you, who is ready to contribute what, right? So all of this experience, my desire to create structure and my desire to help my guru instruction, like follow my guru's instruction, and then the realization that without product you can't scale any organization.
Correct.
Then I thought I will just forget my goals. I will do it for ISKCON. Then ISKCON, it costs a lot of money, server costs, right? How do you sustain it? Then I thought I'll make it a marketplace, give it free for everybody. So doing the transactions, whatever donations or products or so beyond the tree, when I meet spiritual leaders, this is very nice. They make a tree to me, but then I want to sell my book. I want to rent my room. So it has become a super app.
Correct.
So that's how Orgorbit manifested.
वाह सर, नाइस जर्नी. बट आपने क्यों सोचा कि आपके जो पर्सनल क्राइसिस है वो आप पब्लिकली शेयर करेंगे?
It is a responsibility of every leader to not to give a show off. Because nobody is beyond the material energy or Maya, right? And see, like when I went through the crisis during the farm time, right? I had difficulty in practicing my own spiritual vows, honestly. And I'm sure thousands of people are going through this crisis. For example, in ISKCON, right, at the end of every lecture, at the end of every page, we say, Jap karo, Krishna ka. This is the standard. This is the one thing you cannot forget. You chant the names of Krishna. And for taking Diksha, you have to chant 16 rounds of malas. Each mala takes like 15 minutes. 16 rounds will take 1.5 hours. Those who commit on Agni Shakshi, they take promise, they will get a Diksha from a guru. Right? But there are like dozen apps that say, mala you're chanting, but guru can't come and check you, right, whether you're chanting or not. It's your own accountability. In Kali Yuga, as we progress, right, Maya is attacking everyone. But there is not, so we spend so much time in preaching this, but no one has built an accountability system. But whether you're really chanting, there are clicker-based apps, half a dozen apps. So then I realized, look, if this happened to me as a leader, as a preacher, as a so deep into it, can happen to anybody. Nobody's tracking me. Nobody tracks anybody, right? And when you don't follow spiritual laws, everything else will fall apart. You lose all your strengths.
Correct.
So that's when I built this Japa Ruchi app. This is part of Orgorbit. We're going to launch it as a separate app as well. So it will listen to your mantra. If you pronounce properly, it will count it. It will like a Japa bag. You can track like your bank statement, how many days, which day, how much you chanted. And there will be a leaderboard. Guru can track who in the disciples are more consistently chanting. So all this happened because I'm honest to my struggles. If I just cover it up, I wouldn't have done this.
करेक्ट. तो टेल मी वन थिंग कि कोई जप करता है तो मुंह से जप करना इज इम्पोर्टेंट कि मन में जप करना इज इम्पोर्टेंट?
फर्स्ट स्टेप इज टू more than this is the power of the name of Krishna. That is more powerful. If you can hear the name of the Lord, automatically everything will happen. That's the first step. If you can't hear it yourself, that's not what we, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and ISKCON, Gaudiya, Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya recommend. First listen to your japa. If you can listen, that's the first step.
ठीक है, कलयुग चल रहा है सर. देन गुरु इंस्टाग्राम पे भी है और ट्विटर पे भी है, यूट्यूब पे भी है, सब पे है. तो उनमें क्या मिसिंग है?
The missing is all the examples you gave, Instagram, Twitter, right? Good examples. These systems are for your externals. For example, Twitter is all about targeting your opposite most of the time, right? Or sharing a news. Twitter or any of these systems cannot help you engage your dedicated, committed, raving fans. I will not say devotee. Most of the movie star celebrities also have fans, right? Even your business, you may have good customers who say Abhishek is nice, his team is nice, but there are raving fans who will talk about you everywhere. Correct. So, so like that, most of spiritual and religious gurus have more raving fans than the external followers. So tell me, where is a system to engage the raving fans?
Correct.
All these tools will not help you, because today, if simply to get one email ID in your organization name, Google is charging 900 rupees.
Correct.
Now, how can this? That means what? Google is so big. Zoho is like really going big, right?
Right.
Even they have to charge 200-300 rupees just to give an email ID.
Correct.
So can a guru build a system for his all dedicated people? It will not. He will not be able to. So that's the reason I have built it for all these spiritual social leaders, so they can continue to use social media. This is for externals. But what about your, like for example, Sadhguru? Look at his visions. Save the soil. How do you save soil? Worldwide. How many people you have to engage? How do you tap into their, who is available which weekend, when? This is intelligence. You need higher intelligence than just random posting YouTube videos and Instagram reels.
Correct. Correct.
So that's a system I've built.
Wow. तो मतलब ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बिल्ड सर ऑर्ग ऑर्बिट है ना?
Yes.
सो ऑर्ग ऑर्बिट मतलब सारी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहा है एक गुरु के लिए, उसके एक कम्युनिटी को हेल्प करने के लिए। करेक्ट। कि उसकी इंटेलिजेंस की वो कब क्या करता है, कब अवेलेबल है, कब अवेलेबल नहीं है, कितना नाम जप करता है, नहीं करता है, कितना डिवोशन है, नहीं है। करेक्ट।
Correct.
तो ये एक सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म बना है या नहीं बना, या फिर एक ये ट्रेड से बाहर है?
So this is beyond social media is one of the feature in this org. So इसमें भी हम Instagram जैसा reels post कर सकते हैं, but it is not like Instagram. It will throw you a cat video and a dog video and some other video, China video, America video, random, right? They're very good in engaging you. Even I go to Instagram, I'm talking so much that like you just end up spending 30 minutes minimum. It's a distraction.
correct.
But what will a guru benefit from this, right?
सही बात।
So social media जैसा है हमारा ऐप में फीचर भी social module है, but there the user sets the priorities. I am interested in these topics. I want to see this organization first. I want to see this feed first. I want to see a local feed first. All such features we have. Plus, beyond that, we will map a beautiful connection-based structure for the guru.
सो इसमें सर मतलब कौन सबसे ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट दिखा रहा है, कि मतलब एक गुरु इंटरेस्ट दिखा रहा है इस ऐप में, कि एक डिवोटी इंटरेस्ट दिखा रहा है?
This is designed for gurus only. Most social media, either WhatsApp or they are designed for end users. For example, there is spiritual tech. There is an app called Sri Mandir. I see everything they designed is for a devotee, mainly for those who are into ritualistic, those who fear God or whatever, have devotion God. They want to do some puja. Everything is designed for a end user. Org Orbit is designed for the top, not even just some leader, the founder, the governing body, what they need. So it is designed for them. So what would they need? You have to think from their shoes. Because I served my gurus. I traveled as a secretary. Even in 2016, I went with my second initiating guru, Bhakti Charu Maharaj. I should travel in Europe with him. I know exactly what guru needs.
What is the best learning, sir, in the spiritual path if you come? Okay, I can ask you your age, sir.
My age, you can guess?
Yeah, around 45?
Yes, 48.
But I purposely put all the gray hair also. So 45 year में that spiritual journey में, what is your biggest learning? कि spiritual journey में people should come earlier, like in 15 का age में जब थोड़ा समझदारी आती, then they should come, or they should come कि जब सारा काम हो जाए, पैसा वैसा कमा लो, सब समझ लो, सब कुछ काम कर लिए, आपने पार्टी वार्टी कर लिया, सब कर लिया, then you come to spiritual path. When?
Good question. Your last name is Vyas. I'll start with Vyas Bhagwan. Vyas Bhagwan is called literally incarnation of God. He actually, before him, there was no written. Before him, there is no written thing. It was oral reception.
Correct.
You just say it, the whole generation will remember it, and they'll remember it. There is no need to write. The reason he wrote down the Vedas is because in Kali Yuga, people will become lazy. Manda, Sumanda Matayo, Manda Bhagya, Alpavrut. Means they are misguided, unlucky, unfortunate. So he has to write it. And he wrote, he divided 4 Vedas, one Veda into 4. He wrote Upanishad, Itihasas, Puranas. Puranas was 18 Puranas, 6 for people in goodness energy, 6 for passionate energy, 6 for ignorance energy, tamasic energy. And then he went to his guru Narad. He said, look, I finished my job, my project, but I'm still not satisfied. Can you tell me why? And you can't believe Narad literally chastising, scolding him. Gali de raha hai. You wasted your life. You've given so much, but you've not. Your dharma, artha, kama, moksha is what you can. What is your duty? How to make money, how to enjoy life, and how to. Narad is telling him, but you have not given any scripture that will help people develop love of God. You have not described the beauty, how much God loves you and all this stuff, right? That is when he started writing Srimad Bhagavatam. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is one of the story. Narsimha, recently his famous movie, you would have seen. Prahlad says, a Kaumaram Acharya, means it has started from a very young age. Like how this is an example. He is a son of a demon, how much he has become devotee. He says people waste time in sleeping half of the life, then getting ready stuff and working stuff.
Correct.
Very little time is left.
Correct.
So, and at the time of death, Gita says, at the time of death, whatever you remember, you become that. So we remember what we did during the life. So throughout the life, you have to practice, whether it's japa or meditation or even work. So if you're working without, attached to the results, but have a higher, deeper purpose in life.
चलो इसी बात पे मैं एक बात शेयर कर देता हूँ. इंसान को ना बस भक्ति करनी चाहिए और उसके बाद कुछ टाइम बच जाए तो काम करना चाहिए.
You can mix both. So you can take work as a worship.
मैं बोलना चाह रहा हूँ कि मतलब आपको प्रायोरिटी वो रखनी है.
हाँ.
फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी इज दैट कि पहले भक्ति. First priority.
I would say don't differentiate. Treat your work as bhakti also. So what you're doing is bhakti now, as long as you're engaging the results for a higher cause. You can't differentiate them because you can't differentiate material energy and spiritual energy. They are intrigued.
Correct. Differentiate नहीं कर सकते.
हाँ.
श्री परमा योगी जी ट्रेडिशनल गुरु कहते हैं कि फॉलो माय पाथ, जबकि आपका पर्सनल अप्रोच है कि आई विल हेल्प यू टू बिल्ड योर विजन. क्या है बिजनेस स्ट्रेटजी or spiritual psychology?
Not from now, from the time Vedavyas wrote the Vedas, this was there. He didn't write Vedas for one category. His intention was to help every person at every level to go from wherever he is to next level. It applies, our Vedas are applicable for milechas, they say dog eaters, from that level to the greatest devotees of the Lord also. Everything is there in the Vedas. So already this is not a new concept, that you can't give one formula that fits for everybody. Today modern gurus are saying just do this. No, it doesn't work like that. In fact, I'll go one step beyond. Forget Vedas. Even religions are given by God only to help souls to progress from one path to other path. You may progress in this life or next life. Certain religions will help you exactly in your current situation. They will help you go next level. Correct. You're born in a religion, but that may not help you. Some other religion may help you to actually progress in spiritual life.
Correct.
So this is the reason why different religions exist. Like they're like different schools. The government don't say, this school is bad. That's every religion or every path within the Vedic religion is helping somebody from this level to next level. That's what I am promoting as my personal brand purpose made. My first question is, like we've spoken about influencers, my guru said. I will not talk about God. I will not talk about Guru. I am not a Guru. I will only talk about purpose. If I ask you this question, sir, what is the purpose of life?
Bhakti.
So it made you think spiritually, right? So same thing. What is the purpose of your business? You'll think something deeper about your clients, right? So this is my way of influencing the influencers. My future is all about bringing people to this consciousness beyond the beliefs. I will ask everybody this question, all the great leaders. What is the purpose of your organization? What is the purpose of your party? What is the purpose of life? That will immediately make them at least one step spiritual, correct? If they remember that, right? That is why in Org Orbit also, legal name of Org Orbit is Purpose Org Orbit. Before this name, I was calling it just Purpose. And then the first question to onboard any organization we ask is, what is the purpose of your organization? So that is to answer your question. It is not something I innovated. This is the right way to do. to help people to see where they are
Mm.
and what they need. Like I was telling you in Gita, Krishna, when he was asked to give a ladder of yoga systems, he was hesitant to come all the way bottom to the Gyan. He's so smart, it's so sweet, isn't it? He came all the way from top, and suddenly in the next look, he come from bottom up. That means he's not discriminating them. This is the lowest, this is the highest.
Correct.
In your current situation, Jnana Yoga is the best for you. In his current situation, Dhyana is the best. For everybody else, Karma is the best. So that is my answer, that I would recommend most of the, just like how you do to your employees.
आपसे किस तरह के लोग जुड़ सकते हैं सर?
In my app,
Yep.
So 3 types of people.
Mm.
One is, first of all, our whole marketplace, Org Orbit. It's called Organization Orbit. It's a marketplace for lineages, paramparas. You will find all kinds of paramparas. And what is parampara?
परंपरा वही है जो लोग करते हुए आ रहे हैं और हम
हाँ.
कर रहे हैं आज.
Parampara is made of
परंपरा
lineage.
ही धर्म है.
हाँ, parampara is made of lineage, discipline. Evam parampara prapti. One influencer. So, for example, ISKCON is from Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Started with Brahma, and in between there are like 50, 60 gurus. So, this marketplace will have lineages. It will have influencers. Not just present day Instagram influencers. Time in the world, whoever influencer existed today, like from Mahatma Gandhi to modern, we are worshipping all the influencers, Shivaji Maharaj to Devatas to even profile picture for Krishna, Allah and Christ will be there. So when you click on their profiles, you will see how many organizations are currently being influenced by them. For example, if you click on Krishna's picture, you will see ISKCON as one of the top organization. When you click on ISKCON, you will see word by branches. Correct. Then you can find a nearby branch. You click on that branch, you will see their entire org tree. Who is the temple president? Who are the other people? Right? And then you will see what they're offering, what books they're selling, what courses they're offering, what events they're conducting, all of that, rules, right? So this is primarily for spiritual, religious and social, right? Can political people use it? May or may not. Definitely there's a good use case for them. So it's free. I'm giving it free for all the leaders so they can, like how Facebook is giving free profiles, Insta give free reels. Anybody can create their organization freely here. Because it's an organization, it will have a CRM, ERP features. It has broadcast feature in it. And now, I understand everybody will not come in this big marketplace. So let's say somebody is from a Jain thing. They want to launch a marketplace for the entire Jain community. So I can create it for them and give them on a subscription basis.
Correct. You will create for them.
I'll create it for them and give it to you. So that is the second category. Third category of audience is for consulting. Like if they want to know what the purpose of life, how to achieve the goals, how to attain peak performance. That's the third category of people.
अगर सर इस कॉन्वर्सेशन को तो बहुत लोग सुनेंगे, बट अगर एक चीज याद रखनी हो इस कॉन्वर्सेशन की तो क्या याद रखना चाहिए?
I would say don't rely your whole people, don't keep all people in a rented places. Like, Instagram is a rented place. YouTube is a rented place, right? Own your space. So what I can give is, I can give you your own private database. You tell where the database will reside in your office or in your AWS or in your Azure or in our E2E network, wherever it is. Start owning your data and your databases in your systems. Don't continue to, be on YouTube for visibility, be on Instagram, be on these places, but start owning your own data because that's critical for future. Future is here, right? I'm giving this free to you. I only make money when you benefit from this space I'm giving you, right? Whether it's a marketplace, whether it's your own branded app, I'm ready to give it to you in a free of cost. So that's something I would like people to remember.
सर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ट्री, ऑर्ग ट्री, राइट? क्या है और इतना इम्पोर्टेंट क्यों है ये?
We all know in enterprises, right, there is org tree. If you take an Outlook, it will show you, who's reporting to who. In all the businesses, they follow this. They have a chart, of course, manual chart. And today there are 5-10 companies who are making this organization tree very dynamic. You can chat in that and stuff like that. But they're charging per person, average $5 or something, right? So they're just realizing corporate. Now, in 2005, I realized ISKCON needs this tree. And it is very important because today in a flat structure, in Facebook, everybody's connection, right? So then what is the difference between Orbit and social media, right? So if you don't have a structure, you can't grow, first of all. And if I give Facebook Salesforce or any of these corporate softwares, gurus can't use it because you need dozens of admins to say this is reports to do that, it doesn't work, right? So that's why I innovated a connection-based hierarchy. You don't have to do anything. You just give me a consent. I will configure your organization. I will study your organization, and I will say, okay, for example, ISKCON, there are devotees. There are people who come from Sunday Feast program. There are Bhakti Vriksha members, and there are Rath Yatra people who come through that. You will know exactly how they come. And there is first initiated devotee, there is second initiated devotee, there is temple presidents, there are ministers, there are sannyasis, there are GPs, different categories of people. And of course, there are donors. Correct. There are regular donors. There is a top profile donors. So where is this data? So how do you structure this data, right? So simply by just telling your people that, okay, you just click on it. When they will see which leaders are available in the tree, you can connect to them. While connecting to them, you can say, I'm a full-time devotee, I'm a brahmachari devotee, I'm a whatever your stage is, right? By sending connections and that person approves it, your whole structure, even if you have 100 million people, will beautifully get structured. Like have you used Excel pivots? Like in pivots, you can group, subgroup, sort, filter, anything about your organization. You can see your own organization in 1,000 ways. From branches, you want to see by initiated devotees, tags, different ways you can see this org tree. And this works like social media. Just like everybody, all of us know how to send a connection to Facebook and Instagram. It works the same way, but behind the screens, it is a very I don't know why in the corporate world, still it is not a primary thing. In corporate world, nobody has done this. Correct. If we have evolved so much, still there is an email system. Somebody has to manually create email groups. Somebody has to communicate. This is a work collaboration system. Here, in the org tree, everything happens. Communication happens. Collaboration happens. Works can be given. A to Z can happen in this org tree.
बहुत बढ़िया सर. So organization tree में filter and broadcast system भी काम करता है. Any example you can give?
Definitely, right. I would say Apple. Why is Apple today greatest product, right? Before Apple, we had smartphones, right? But half of the smartphone had this bottom part keyboards. Nobody. So he challenged that, right?
Correct.
Similarly, if I ask you today, how do you communicate?
Mobile, WhatsApp.
Yeah. So to communicate in WhatsApp, what do you need?
App.
And then
Call.
You need to know his number, right?
Okay.
And you need to remember his number, right? Or you need to know his email ID, or you should at least remember a name. For your level, it's okay. But when you grow tomorrow to hundreds of branches, will you remember all your employees' names, numbers? Like now, think of greatest spiritual. Think of Pope. Think of ISKCON GBC member. Think of Sadhguru. Can he remember all his followers? No, right? So how does he communicate? So the only way today to communicate is just to YouTube and post. This is like one-to-many. This is just generic. You can't give a private. So what is the role of a guru or a leader? Tell me. Being a leader, being a CEO of this company, your role is to inspire everybody, to track everybody.
Correct.
So how can a pope do that to all the Christian fathers in the world? Personally writing. So that's what I'm challenging, right? Today, the communication doesn't have to happen, right? So what I'm giving to these gurus is simply manifest your org tree. Then by filters, by tags, let's say Pope can say, send this message to all the fathers in South India. ISKCON GBC can say, or a sannyasi can say, send this message to all the first initiative, second initiative devotees, or this devotees with the age group between 25 and just like how you target in Meta and Google ads, right?
Correct.
So the
game-changing program.
The communication in the organization will now happen like this. Correct. You don't have to do anything. You just have to give me consent. your organization will be onboarded. If you want a private app, we can do that at a little extra cost. If you want to own a marketplace, let's say I'm from this field, let's say you're an ad agency, you're a marketing company, I can launch a marketplace for ad agencies to you with a very little as 50,000 rupees per month subscription, right? You can bring in all the ad agencies in India into that marketplace. I can launch it in 2 months.
So any category can be launched in 2 months with all full category. All founders can come.
All founders can come. So it is time for niche market. Today, if I ask you, sir, name any big IT product. They are all marketplaces. Realize it or not. Google, what is Google? Marketplace for content. They're just gathering all the authority. What is Facebook? Marketplace for friends. LinkedIn? Marketplace for professionals. Correct. So what is Airbnb?
Marketplace for hotels.
He was renting out an airbed in New York. Now he is helping everybody do that. What is Uber? Marketplace for cabs. You name anything. You list will go on and on and on. Correct. So the top creamy layer, they are not telling you the secret. Now we are each, let's say you are an expert in your domain, you're struggling, you're doing wonderful service, but you're struggling to generate leads in a traditional way. You run the ads on these marketplaces, right? Why don't you become your own? Urban Clap, for example, is a marketplace for correct services, right? Now, why not a marketplace only for plumbers?
So anybody can come to you, and you can create a marketplace for any category.
Yes.
Within it is there is a main crux.
I'm creating for a few categories now: wellness, immigration, 5-6 categories. So I am empowering the entrepreneurs, right? If you are a leader in your domain, you become the owner of a marketplace. This is the future. Now you don't have to spend 5 lakhs in ad generating your leads. In fact, you can give leads to all your colleagues.
Correct.
Stop seeing them as your competitors. Become a leader in your space. Perfect, right? Or I can like Solcar we discussed, right? I couldn't scale that business. Or just at least own an app in your space. If you're in a business where you need to regularly stay in touch with the customer, if it's a one-time transaction, it's okay. But if you have to, like a rental, anything that is on and off, booking, if you expect the customer to come again and again to you, think of owning a mobile app. Correct. You can't expect people to call you and depend on WhatsApp all the time or what you can say. It's web is dying. Perfect is this mobile.
Sri Pramay Yogi ji, thank you so much for coming in the podcast. It's a great conversation. Thank you. Small conversation, but powerful, impactful, and it will change so many lives.
I hope so.
Thank you so much for coming.